That must be the contents of the box. Hopefully, the Viking casket is in there somewhere. Hello? Is there anybody there? Hello? I'd better leave that be. Oh my god. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
My name's Anna. I'm here looking for things that were stolen a long time ago. So who are you?
Gwendolyn Chow Paddock. Just Gwen will do, though.
Beautiful name. So you're not from around here then?
My dad's in the British Army. When he's on an assignment, I have to stay at a boarding school near here.
Well, as you're here, maybe you can help me. I'm looking for a small wooden casket with Nordic runes on it.
You mean like this one?
Hey, that's it!
What's so special about it?
It's going to help me set things right again. Shit, we have to get out of here.
Who's there?
How did you get in here?
The ventilation duct. It's just about big enough for me to fit through.
There's no other way out?
Don't know. Maybe the door there?
Let's find out. That must be the contents of the box. Hopefully, the Viking casket is in there somewhere. Hello? Is there anybody there? Hello? I'd better leave that be. Oh my god. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
My name's Anna. I'm here looking for things that were stolen a long time ago. So who are you?
Gwendolyn Chow Paddock. Just Gwen will do, though.
Beautiful name. So you're not from around here then?
My dad's in the British Army. When he's on an assignment, I have to stay at a boarding school near here.
Well, as you're here, maybe you can help me. That must be the contents of the box. Hopefully, the Viking casket is in there somewhere. Hello? Is there anybody there? Hello? I'd better leave that be. Oh my god. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
My name's Anna. I'm here looking for things that were stolen a long time ago. So who are you?
Gwendolyn Chow Paddock. Just Gwen will do, though.
Beautiful name. So you're not from around here then?
My dad's in the British Army. When he's on an assignment, I have to stay at a boarding school near here.
Well, as you're here, maybe you can help me. That must be the contents of the box. Hopefully, the Viking casket is in there somewhere. Hello? Is there anybody there? Hello? I'd better leave that be. Oh my god. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
My name's Anna. I'm here looking for things that were stolen a long time ago. So who are you?
Gwendolyn Chow Paddock. Just Gwen will do, though.
Beautiful name. So you're not from around here then?
My dad's in the British Army. When he's on an assignment, I have to stay at a boarding school near here.
Well, as you're here, maybe you can help me. Can you help me here? We have to suspend... That must be the contents of the box. Hopefully, the Viking casket is in there somewhere. Hello? Is there anybody there? Hello? I'd better leave that be. Oh my god. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
My name's Anna. I'm here looking for things that were stolen a long time ago. So who are you?
Gwendolyn Chow Paddock. Just Gwen will do, though.
Beautiful name. So you're not from around here then?
My dad's in the British Army. When he's on an assignment, I have to stay at a boarding school near here.
Well, as you're here, maybe you can help me. Quick, get in! There's the casket.
I couldn't hold on to it, but I do have what was inside it.
Fortunately, they're not great shots. Unfortunately, they grabbed your daughter, and I would dearly love to know why she's so important. We are assuming they fled straight behind the Iron Curtain. They're supposed to be in East Berlin right now.
And how does Mossad plan to get my daughter out of there?
Mossad isn't planning anything. Kessler's dead, so the case is closed.
So you're leaving me to save her on my own? In East Berlin?
Mossad says the case is closed, but not me. Kessler's units still have to pay for what they did to my family.
And I won't let them do the same to mine.
Let's get Gwen back.
So, any progress?
Nothing significant, just scraps of memory, fragments.
Then increase the dose. We need to get deeper into her subconscious.
She's already at her physical limit. If we push any harder, her body will...
I don't care what happens to her. I care about what she knows. Do what has to be done. Quickly.
As you wish, Madam Comrade.
Our intelligence has found something interesting. The girl wasn't kidnapped by former SS members. It was the KGB. But they were led by a female Stasi agent. She was supposed to obtain information from Kessler about some old Nazi project.
Wotan.
I don't know about the details, but the Soviets are allegedly continuing the project in a top-secret subterranean research center in Moscow.
And Gwen?
All I know is that they took her to this Moscow facility. Why, I can't say. The CIA has located several ways into the research complex. One of them is supposed to be near the Kremlin.
Right then, let's get going.
You mean both of us? I thought you wanted to track down the people who killed your family.
I've been stood down, but if I can find out what the KGB are doing, that might get me reinstated, so I can continue my hunt. Besides, I can't just abandon Gwen.
Well, I appreciate the help. At least now I'm not taking on the KGB single-handed.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Anna? Where's she gone now? I can't wait around here. Gwen is... well, the clock is ticking. The German agent gave me the coordinates for the research facility entrance. I should be able to find it on my own. The coordinates for the secret entrance to the KGB research lab. There are a few notes, too. If I understand correctly, the entrance is below 2 coffins. As ever, it... shed is locked. According to the coordinates, it must be somewhere around here. Gotcha. The mausoleum on Red Square. The entrance to the research facility has to be inside. Damn! This is going to be harder than I thought. But if I want to rescue Gwen, I don't have any choice. There's quite a lot going on. I'd better bide my time and take a look around in there.
Stop! Empty your pockets! No photos, no heavy objects. And don't touch anything.
Whatever you say.
You can keep your wallet. Your other possessions will, of course, be returned at the end of your tour. Move along, please. Every group has exactly 2 minutes to complete their tour.
2 minutes? That's not going to make this any easier. It looks like the flags are pulled taut by that crank.
No touching!
Oh, sorry. There's a lot less going on back here. I think I'll take a closer look at that. There's a pretty wide gap back there. Maybe that's where I can hide until the mausoleum closes. Then I can look for the secret entrance in my own time. But to do that, I'll need to get the grill off first, as quietly as possible. There's a pretty wide... But to do... Crumbs everywhere. Must have had biscuits or cakes at break time. Time to finish the tour. Despite what I've heard about communism, the guards have given me all my property back. But with all this tough security, how am I going to find the secret entrance? Dobry wieczór.
Good evening, my fine gentleman.
What are you selling here?
Just the snacks, but I have something for every taste. Sweets, licorice sticks, candy floss, ice cream.
Thank you. Very tempting. Are you always open so late?
As long as the mausoleum is open, the visitors are my best customers. Only another 2 hours to go, then it's home time.
So the mausoleum closes in 2 hours' time?
Da. If you want to pay a visit, you'd better hurry up.
Good to know. With such a wide selection, it's hard to choose. What would you recommend?
This sweet, the baton shitty, and this gingerbread biscuit. Those are the most popular. But the roast apples made to my babushka's recipe are delicious.
Well, I'm starving. I'll take everything. Will that cover it?
Absolutely! I can close early today! I must owe you some change, but I don't know the exchange rate.
Don't worry. Just give me back a few rubles.
Such a generous gentleman. Spasibo. Here, enjoy.
Spasibo. That's actually really good. Mind you, I was starving. Hunger is a good sauce. Child's play, literally. Laying coins on rails and waiting. I used to do this when I was a lad. I'm not leaving here without Gwen. It worked. Flat as a pancake. In we go.
Stop! Empty your pockets!
Of course, comrade. now it's time to... A flattened coin is thin enough. That'll do. Number 2, 3, and 4. Done. Looks like you need a special screwdriver to undo those. There's a pretty way what to do. Time. Dobry wieczór.
Good evening.
Could you possibly lend me a screwdriver?
Maybe. What do you need it for?
Car's broken down. I need to tighten a few screws.
What type and what size?
They've got this sort of jagged cross with it's hard to describe.
So a cross shape with lateral lobes. Could be a J72 or H13. Or any of the Spitz models. Can't you narrow it down?
Look, I don't know. I'm no expert when it comes to screws.
Fine. Just bring me one of the screws and I'll sort it out.
How am I supposed to undo a screw and bring it to you without a screwdriver?
Fair comment. But I'm not letting you wander off with my whole toolkit. You'll just have to get me an accurate picture of the screw or something.
Goodbye.
До свидания.
In we go. The gingerbread biscuit fits just as it is. I can't fit anything else.
Stop! Empty your pockets!
Of course, comrade. And now it's the guard is fond of a snack. But I'll only put the gingerbread biscuit on his plate when I'm on the way out of the mausoleum. That won't work with these There's a pretty what to do. The guard is fond of a snack. But I'll only put the gingerbread biscuit on his plate when I'm on the way out of the mausoleum. Time to finish the tour. The soft snack bends and fits nicely in the wallet.
Stop! Empty your pocket!
Of course. And now it's... I'll press this chewy sweet on... Time to finish the tour. Здравствуйте.
Hello.
Could you possibly lend me a screwdriver?
Maybe. What do you need it for?
Car's broken down.
What type and what's...
This impression better help to identify the right kind of screw.
Now you're talking. It's a 5-point star profile, very rare. A 20 ought to fit. Here. But I'll want it back before my...
Of course, comrade. Goodbye.
До свидания.
Здравствуйте.
Hello.
Has a woman come past here by any chance? Young, blonde?
Hey, I would have noticed that. No, you're the first person I've seen here since I started my shift.
Not much going on here.
Well, it's only a siding in a goods yard. We don't get many visitors passing through. Tourist?
Yes, I'm here on holiday. With my wife.
Once you found her, take her into the city center. It's a bit more entertaining than this neighborhood.
Goodbye.
До свидания.
I can separate the short screw.
Stop! Empty your pockets!
Of course, comrade. And now it's... It kind of fits, but the blade's too short to turn it. It kind of fits, but the blade's too short to turn it. This winch has a handle missing. Time. The screwdriver handle. The short screw.
Stop! Empty your pockets!
Of course, comrade. That guard's an eagle-eyed little job's worth. This isn't going to be easy. And now it's... He's polished off that gingerbread biscuit. No. Здравствуй.
Hello?
I'd like another one of those gingerbread biscuits.
Here you are.
Spasibo. Goodbye.
До свидания.
The ginger...
Stop! Empty your pockets!
Of course, comrade. And now it's... I'll put another biscuit. Time to finish the tour.
Stop! Empty your pockets!
Of course, comrade. The guard's looking the other way. I'll have to follow the tour around if I want to... Empty. Better not let myself get caught with any souvenirs at the exit. It fits. Time to finish the tour. The shorts.
Stop!
Of course. And now it's... I'll take it with me. A perfect... Bingo, it works. I can hide here now. Whoa, it was getting claustrophobic in there. So, now I'm locked in here with a couple of dead communists. Let's hope there really is a secret door somewhere. Right then, comrades. Let's take a look at these sarcophagi of yours. What the hell? No, Fenton, stop it. You're not here to investigate. You just need to rescue your daughter. That passage over there looks promising. Looks like the passageway leads to another area. Maybe that's where Gwen is. Great. How am I supposed to get past these guys?
Всем агентам сектора Б. Вы находитесь в главной лаборатории. Покиньте свои позиции и поднимайтесь на верхний уровень.
Now or never. Protective suits or gas mask. Just a storeroom full of... Gwen! Gwen, say something. What have they done to you? Her pulse is racing and her breathing's weak. I've got to get her out of here. Cigarette packet and a small key. A scalpel. Gwen, can you hear me? We're leaving right now.
Что за проблема?
Anna?
Good throw! I tried sneaking in here following your footsteps, but they spotted me. What's happened to Gwen?
She's completely out of it. Alive, but unresponsive.
I think she's been drugged. Probably a truth serum. I just hope the dose wasn't too high.
We have to get her to a hospital.
Are you crazy? That notifies the authorities right away. No, we'll have to find something to snap her out of it here. Right then, you or me?
Then do it. We don't have much time.
Okay. It should start working in a minute. Come on, let's get moving. When they notice she's gone, they'll lock down the whole place.
She's still running a high fever. Hey, how are you feeling?
Dad! What? I thought...
Shh, lie back.
Anna?
I fetched your father. I couldn't have rescued you on my own.
Here, drink this.
Do you know what these people wanted from you?
Give the girl a minute before you interrogate her.
It's okay, Dad. They kept asking me about the Viking casket. They wanted me to describe everything exactly. The decorations, the rooms. But I couldn't do it very well. And then they started with the injections.
Why would the KGB be interested in a Viking artifact?
Maybe this will help. I found it in the doctor's pocket.
Found it? She's a chip off the old block.
Okay, sweetheart. Try to sleep.
I knew it. Wotan.
Whoa, what?
It was a secret Nazi program, and now the KGB have picked up where they left off. If they're right, the casket will give them the power of the gods.
How the hell do you know all this?
My father was Oskar Brunner. Before the war, he was a physicist at the Nobel Institute in Stockholm. While he was there, he discovered the casket and took it home to Germany. Then, during the war, he was put to work researching weapons for the Nazis. And he discovered a secret that he realized should stay that way forever.
A way to unleash the power of the gods?
Exactly. He noticed an unknown substance on the surface of the casket and swore not to let it fall into the hands of the Nazis. And he paid for that decision with his life.
No wonder this mission means so much to you. And you've done your father proud. The casket has been destroyed and you've helped to rescue my daughter. Time to go home.
Have you ever heard of the casket of the Nine Worlds?
No?
Apparently, Thor brought it with him when he came to Midgard, the land of the mortals.
You're aware that these Norse legends are just stories, right?
I was raised on stories. My mother left when I was young and my father was always working. That gave me plenty of time to read.
According to the legend, the casket was decorated with a map leading to Asgard, the home of the Norse gods. I'm convinced that the casket we were chasing was the casket of the Nine Worlds.
Well, it's been destroyed now. Nobody's going to Asgard. End of story.
Perhaps, but there is still one loose end. One of your countrymen, Professor Edward Langtree, a cryptologist at Sandhurst Military Academy, he asked my father for some photographs of the casket. He wanted to decipher the runes. Whether he succeeded or not, those photographs are the last record of the casket in existence.
So you want to go to Sandhurst? I'm telling you now, they won't let you in.
Not me. You.
No. I've got my daughter back and that's all I came for. I've been able for so long, the army probably think I've deserted.
But think what they'll say if you can give them this kind of power. They'll let you retire, in comfort, and you'll finally be able to make up for all that lost time with Gwen.
Power like that could put an end to all wars. I won't need to retire. I'll be redundant. Okay, count me in.
One moment, young lady.
Are you even going to bother saying goodbye?
Look, Gwen,
No, you look. I'm not letting you leave me behind again. You always say it's too dangerous for me, but in the past week I've been kidnapped, drugged, and tortured by the KGB. And I'm fine. Do you think I can't handle a bit of danger? Besides, if I come with you, you can keep a closer eye on me.
The girl has a point. And you never know. She could be useful. She seems to have a way of finding things.
Okay. Looks like I'm outvoted. Next stop, Asgard.
There's been a breach. I'm going to find the person responsible and hold them to account!
But I would never defy a direct order.
Please, I can vouch for my assistant.
In that case, the traitor must be you, Doctor. Congratulations on your promotion, comrade. You're now in charge of this laboratory with immediate effect. Oh, I have something for you too. So that you never forget who you're working for.
And I hope you remember who you're working for too. Unless you complete Wotan in the next 10 days, this operation is history. And so are you. The Politburo wants results, or a scapegoat, and that will not be me. Very few women survive the Siberian winter. Have I made myself clear?
This is all very nice. I can see why Professor Langtry decided to leave rainy old England.
He's not here for the climate. He covered his tracks pretty thoroughly. My contacts only just managed to trace him to this island.
So you think he came here to hide?
This is as far as his trail goes. After this, he vanishes.
So how are you planning to find him?
Well, we could start by just asking around.
First, I should have a word with the local authorities and see if my army ID buys me any information. If not, I'll need you.
Oh, really? What for?
Sometimes womanly virtues can be more persuasive.
Womanly virtues.
He means your legs.
So, you think my legs can change a man's mind?
More than mine could, anyway.
Sorry to interrupt this charming banter, but I'm dying of thirst here. Mind if I grab a drink while you two investigate?
I think we can manage without you for a while. Here's some money. Go and get yourself a lemonade at the pub and wait for us there.
Okay.
And Gwen,
Yes?
don't go getting kidnapped.
You on your own, love?
Kind of. My dad's gone into town to look for someone, and I thought I'd wait here instead.
All right. Who's he looking for?
Someone called Professor Langtry. Don't suppose you know him, do you?
Doesn't ring any bells. Mind you, I've not lived here all that long. I inherited this place from my uncle. St. John is one of those towns where everyone knows everybody else's business. Ask around, and I'm sure you'll find your professor.
Thanks. I might just do that.
Mind how you go.
Hello again.
How's the search going? Found your professor?
I don't suppose you've had any thoughts about where I could find this Professor Langtry?
Afraid not. I'm still fairly new round here myself, so try asking the locals round the harbour. They might be able to help.
That's a pretty impressive autograph collection you have there.
It's my uncle's, God rest him. He'd take a photo of every famous punter who ever came in here. He made me promise on his deathbed that I'd protect the autographs like they were the crown jewels.
I'll get back to my manhunt then.
Best of luck.
Photos of the pub's most famous visitors, though I don't recognise most of them. Less of a who's who and more of a who's that. Photos of the... So, who should I ask first about Professor Langtry? Excuse me?
Ahoy there!
I'm looking for Professor Langtry. He's supposed to live somewhere around here.
A professor, eh? Don't know much about that. There's a doctor up at the surgery, Doc Higgins. Will he do?
That's not really who I'm after, but thanks anyway.
Hang on a minute. Langtry, you say?
Yes?
Ah, then I know the fella. The one who looks like that actor.
I don't really know what he looks like.
You know the one. He was in the paper. This Langtry fella, when they were doing the filming of that picture. Someone wrote to the paper, joking that this Langtry was a dead ringer for the leading man.
Is that right? Do you remember the name of the film they were shooting here? Or the name of the main actor?
Don't have much memory for those things, my lover.
You don't happen to have a copy, do you?
Of the paper? Nah, months ago that was.
Ah, never mind. So the professor looks like the lead actor from the film.
Aye. At least that's what I said in the paper.
Okay, Captain. Bye for now.
Aye, aye.
Excuse me. Hello?
Yes, child, what is it?
Do you know anything about the film they were making here a while ago?
Unfortunately, yes. It was based on a wonderful novel called Crime Scene Jersey by Agnes Beckford. Marvelous prose. And a terrible film by all accounts.
So, do you know who plays the lead in the film?
I don't know, nor do I care. These movie stars. No substance whatsoever.
So the film they were making here was called Crime Scene Jersey.
That's what I said.
I'm looking for Professor Langtry. Do you know where I might find him?
No, dear. Do you think I know everybody on the island?
Well, thanks for your time.
Goodbye.
Hi, lovely day, isn't it?
A proper scorcher. What can I get you?
Did you see any of the filming when they were here?
Filming? Here? When was that? No, I must have missed it.
Have you ever heard of the film Crime Scene Jersey?
Have I? I've seen it 3 times.
So, I bet you know who played the lead role.
Are you kidding? Trevor Byrne! Oh, Trevor. So handsome. And brilliant, too. He's amazing.
Sounds like he must be. Thanks for your help. Does the name Langtry mean anything to you?
Langtry? No, not really.
Got to go.
Bye for now.
Hello again.
How's the search going? Found your professor yet?
Do you know who Trevor Byrne is?
Do I? Ha! There's a picture of him on the wall over there. My uncle served him a pint.
Would you mind if I borrowed that picture of Trevor Byrne for a few minutes?
Not a chance, love. These are collector's items.
I'd bring it straight back.
I made a promise to my uncle. These autographs never leave my sight.
Whatever happened to trust? Did you see them shooting that film here last year?
Before my time, love. I was still living on the mainland then.
Have you heard of the film Crime Scene Jersey?
Think so. Wasn't it running at the cinema recently?
That's the one. Can you remember who was playing the lead role?
Ah, now you're asking. No. No idea.
I'll get back to my manhunt then.
Best of luck.
Hi. Can I ask you a quick question?
I think I can take a break for a moment. How can I help?
Do you know a Professor Langtry?
Langtry? Never heard of him. Does he live around here?
I think so.
He must have crossed my path at some point, because I've painted just about every person and place on the island. But I'm more of an observer than a talker. I recognize so many faces, but I hardly know any of their names.
So you might recognize the professor if you saw him.
Quite possibly. If you had a photograph, I might be able to tell you where I've seen him.
Have you heard of Trevor Byrne?
No? Is he a friend of your professor?
No, he's a film actor. It was called Crime Scene Jersey.
I'm not much of a film fan, I'm afraid.
Did you see the film crew when they were shooting here a while ago?
Film crew? No. Were they making a movie?
Have you seen Professor Langtry yet?
As I said, the name doesn't mean anything to me, but a photo might help to jog my memory.
See you later.
Bye.
The strange lady's a locket. Hello.
Hello.
See you later.
Bye.
He must be a very versatile artist. A photo of Trevor Byrne. Now there's a bit of luck.
Oi, you're not trying to nick that, are you?
Of course not. I just wanted a closer look.
Then move closer to the wall. And no touching.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you draw portraits as well?
Absolutely. A quick sketch can be a wonderful warm-up.
I'd love one of me.
Well, I'd be delighted to oblige. If you have 10 bob and can spare 20 minutes.
Of course.
I hope you like it.
It's great. Thank you. It's a really good likeness. See you later.
Bye.
Now's my chance. I'll swap my portrait for the Trevor Byrne photo. Would you mind taking a look at this photo?
Is that your professor?
Not quite. He's an actor. But the professor is supposed to look very like him.
Now you mention it, he does look familiar. That must be the gentleman with the rowing boat. He comes here every afternoon to do his errands. Rows past and moors on the quay over there. He's not been here today yet. Hang around and I'm sure he'll be along in a minute.
Oh, thank you. That is a huge help. So, I'd better put Trevor Byrne's autograph back where it came from. And I still need to get my portrait. Now it's just a matter of waiting until Professor Langtree turns up. Oh, whoa. Head spin. Maybe the flight took it out of me.
Professor Langtree?
Yes? To whom do I owe the pleasure?
My name is Anna Brunner. I'm Oscar Brunner's daughter. Do you remember him? He once sent you some photographs of an artifact, the casket of the 9 worlds.
Of course I remember. Come aboard. We can row home and chat there undisturbed.
You sit back, Professor. I'll do the honors.
I heard about what happened to your father. I'm sorry. Did he manage to save the casket?
It was stolen, and now it has been destroyed. But I was able to save his research notes. They say he found an unidentified substance on the surface of the casket.
Or perhaps he did identify it, and that's why he stopped his research.
What were you researching? And why did you ask my father for those photos?
I'm a cryptographer, so I was interested in the runes on the casket. But the text was only half the story. There was something else, too.
A map?
Yes, quite astonishing. We scarcely have any cartographic material from that period, but the runes themselves were also unusual.
In what way?
I was able to translate them, but the results made no sense, as though the message was encrypted. The only word I could make out properly was Asgaror.
Asgard. A map showing the way to Asgard. I knew it.
Make yourselves at home. I'll fetch my notes from the study.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just feeling a bit dizzy. Don't worry.
You should eat something. When was the last time you had a proper meal? I'll see what I can dig up. Here you are. Hope you like it.
Wow. This is pretty good. All this time you said you were in the army. I didn't realize it was the catering corps.
Shut up and eat your soup.
Here, Dad. Happy birthday.
You remembered. It's beautiful.
This is the first time we've spent your birthday together. But now you can keep this with you wherever you are. For every birthday.
No. From now on, I'll be spending every birthday with the real Gwen. Thank you.
Here's everything I could find about the casket.
What's this?
At first, I thought it was a part of the decoration, but then I noticed that it must have fitted exactly into the circular hollow on the casket. It points towards certain runes, and probably serves to decode the text. Unfortunately, it's broken, and the other half is missing.
This half?
Now, where on earth did you get that?
It was inside the casket.
And it fits. With this, I should be able to decrypt all the runes. Just give me a couple of hours.
Take all the time you need. I think we could all do with the rest.
Dad?
I'm here.
When's Mum coming home?
You're shaking.
I'm cold.
Just stay there. I'll make you a hot cup of tea. It can't be all that difficult. What do I need first? I'm pretty sure that's not how you... It's been so long. I'm pretty sure that it's been so long. Every Englishman is born knowing how to make a cup of tea. I've been overseas for a while, but it soon comes flooding back. Here you go.
Thanks. I was dreaming of Mum. She was right here.
I miss her too.
I just want things to be back like they used to be.
I can't promise you that. But when all this is over, I promise I'll be right here next to you whenever you need me. I swear.
I've done it. Once we had the key, it was really quite straightforward.
And?
It says the casket was made from the wood of the world tree, Yggdrasil. And the text describes how the roots of the tree lead to Asgard. It's all quite unprecedented. Hardly any Viking maps or references to Yggdrasil have survived, if they ever existed. My theory is that they were systematically wiped out by the Christian Church when they converted the Scandinavians from their old beliefs. Quite brutal, those Christians, but the map makes references to a building, a place that holds the key to Asgard's location. I can only guess where that building might be.
My best guess would be where the casket was kept until just before the war. A ruined abbey in Gotland.
Then let's go. Are you coming with us?
I wouldn't be so eager if I were you. This rune here has a rather ambiguous meaning.
So?
It is both a treasure and a threat. It can refer to the elixir of life, or, how shall I put this?
Bluntly.
Ragnarok.
The world in flames.
So I'll be staying here. If you go, take a fire blanket.
When the professor said the place was ruined, I didn't realize he meant completely ruined.
I doubt we find anything useful in all this rubble.
You never know. On the way here, I took a closer look at the professor's notes. There were a few interesting details.
Looks like the professor came with us after all. Settle in for a lecture.
5 monks founded this abbey in the 13th century. During construction, they came across a Viking burial mound. Those monks lived to a very ripe old age, despite the unusually high death rate that afflicted the local farming community. When the monks finally died, the abbey was abandoned for centuries. It was only 20 years ago that some archaeologists turned up and discovered the casket.
I see where you're going with this.
I almost see, but what am I missing?
The archaeologists found the casket, but never found the burial mound.
Exactly. The monks must have taken the casket out of the grave, making it fairly easy for the archaeologists to find when they were scratching about in these ruins.
But the grave itself would be much deeper underground. The monks built their abbey here for a reason. They were sitting on top of the casket bearer's grave.
Just a minute. The casket bearer? Are you talking about Thor? You're saying Thor is buried here?
This is Gotland, the island of the gods. Where else would a Viking god be buried?
And Thor's grave will show us the way to Asgard. I'm certain of it. Gwen, help me check out these pillars.
Okay, you do that and I'll take a look around.